So we're doing the top 24 of or top 10 of 24.
Top 10 of 24.
Oh, the 24, we'd be here for 3 hours. So I need these in a size 8.5. Where they at? They might not even answer you.
Yeah.
I know from experience, and I know from people who hit me up for stuff that's at a store, and I'm like, you can't say hi?
I love the shoe. I went to the drop. I love the shoe. I was only able to get the tan pair.
I heard about you at the drop, by the way.
Yeah?
Some people hit me up and they were like, "Oh, Haas is here.
That's
Good boy."
Cool. It wasn't like, oh, Haas is here.
It was very suspicious.
Why? And we're back with another OTC.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'll let you get run it. Whatever you want to do, bud.
What? I can't have fun. I can't have fun.
Nobody said not to have fun. Your fun and my fun are two different things.
All right, sorry.
My fun is making fun of your fun. That's the problem.
Seems to be the case.
You never got that shape up yesterday, I see.
Yeah, because I ended up going home.
You spent a lot of time chit-chatting. Yapping
but
away.
I felt like it was a great conversation, so it was worth it. I think I left.
We had a pre-podcast. We probably should have filmed that. That was a good conversation yesterday.
That was a really good conversation.
I don't think you're willing to have that on camera.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally down to have that on camera.
We might have to redirect what today's episode is about.
No, we still got to do what we came here to do.
Okay. All right, you want to do that first? Let's get that out because I really would like to circle back to that on camera.
I think it would be a good discussion, especially to leave 2024.
Wait, time out. What's going on? What are we doing?
I mean, if you want to do Sneaker of the Year.
Is this the intro? Are you doing
this? Is the intro.
Our intro is like a half a podcast intro.
Yeah.
Do you get an intro what we're doing? Are we doing top 22 of 22?
Top 24 of 24. It does actually. It actually comes out to 24. We're gonna do 2 honorable mentions each. 24. We're doing the Sneaker of the Year's list. You know, if you follow me, right, I always talk about how I don't like lists. So it's funny that we're doing lists.
I don't necessarily view it as a top 10. I view it as like the 10 shoes that I like the most this year.
Yeah.
Without really giving a number to any of them. The other side of that is this is the final say. So whatever anybody else has said doesn't matter. Just letting you know that now.
That's facts.
I'm subjective, but also
my opinion overall on lists, though, it's like you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. Because people do want to hear what we have to say about the sneakers that we did like this year. But then when we make the list, I feel like, or when you see other lists, people tend to take it a little bit more as like, this is the end all be all.
Yeah.
Instead of it being like, this is the discussion, you know, like let's start the discussion and see how we're going to evaluate next year.
Think about this, right? I know you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I've listened to you and I followed you on Instagram or I'm familiar with who you are, I have an idea what you're already going to pick for your top list. Mm-hmm. So when I watch someone's list for the top, so if I watch Complex, I already know what I'm going to get from that list. Marketing is what I'm going to get from that list. But if I watch somebody that I know, I have an idea of what their list is going to be comprised of. Yeah. You could probably guess 9 of the 10 shoes that are on my list without me even saying them.
It's true. If you follow the Camp Out, shout out the Camp Out.
Shout out Comfort. You know what I'm saying?
And if you follow me, my first kicks, you probably, I don't know. I don't really talk about sneakers. I don't talk about sneakers on my podcast. Like sneakers as they come out, I always talk about previous sneakers. So this is why we have OTC. That's where I can talk about the new shit.
A lot of things here. All right. So we're doing the top 24 of, or top 10 of 24.
Top 10 of 24.
Oh, the 24, we'd be here for 3 hours. But yeah. So we'll do top 10. You want to kick it off? You want to just get right into it?
I could do it. I could start off with number 10.
Oh, no. You really gonna do a full list of 10? Just name a shoe you like this year.
I mean, I wrote my list down. I'm gonna say my list.
I have no numbers next to mine.
All right. Well, that's you, and this is me.
I'll see where this is going already.
Look,
just start the list.
All right. No. I'm just gonna preface this. You're gonna be like, I hate your list at the end of this day. But
I would not do that.
Number 10, I have coming in the Union X Nike Field General in the guava colorway.
The audacity to put a Field General on this list is wild.
How?
It's a Field General.
So?
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. You started off. I think you did this on purpose. I feel like you did this on purpose. You do not like that shoe.
So I didn't like the shoe before I bought it. That's the crazy thing, right?
Wait, you bought this shoe?
Yeah, I have it. It's one of my favorite fucking shoes to wear, dude. That's why it's on this list.
I want everyone to visualize a Field General, right? In a size You are 13, correct?
13, yes.
He's really a 12, but he'll lie and say he's a 13.
Oh my God, I'm a
If you,
13.
it's baggy on the top. I'll tell you right now. Whatever he wears is baggy on top. He's a 12. He's not a 13. Anyway, Field General and a size 13 must look wild.
It looks great to me.
Aggressive, very aggressive. Can proceed. So
If you watch my What's in Rotation video, you can see it's the first one. I have the Field General.
The first one you ever made, you had that Field General on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back
and people were like, "Yes, we understand. It's an it's an underrated shoe."
All right. Okay. So go ahead. Number 10.
What?
That's all right.
That was number 10. What's your number 10?
I don't have a number 10.
Well, what's the shoe that
I'll name a shoe for you. Okay.
Name a shoe.
Name me a shoe, matchmaker. We'll go. You know, we'll start with this one because it's probably the craziest one that I didn't buy, but I'm going to. New Balance 1906L. You know what that is? That's a loafer.
Yeah.
1906 loafer.
We joked about this this.
It's fire.
And it's insane. It's an insane shoe.
So the idea is this, right? I'm not a big dress shoe person. Like, I don't like to wear dress shoes. I don't really ever find myself in a situation to wear dress shoes. But if I'm going to, I want something comfortable. A lot of times you put on a dress shoe, it is very uncomfortable. You wear a suit. Like,
unless it's Cole Haan.
I mean, Cole Haan isn't really, it's like a child's dress shoe. If you really want to be honest about a Cole Haan, let's not do that.
Don't shame Cole Haans.
You brought it up. I wasn't even going to say Cole Haan at all. So I used to wear Cole Haans but it's like,
I like them.
It's like a child's dress shoe because it's a little lunar
and
sole.
And you telling me this New Balance loafer is not a child's dress shoe?
Absolutely not.
I feel like you could pick that up in rainbow.
Kids don't even like New Balance. Well, now they do. They kind of do now. But all I'm saying is it's a comfortable iteration to a shoe that matches the aesthetic that we wear now. Baggier fit with a loafer that you can wear all day long. I'm in. Plus, it looks like a 1906. Sold. That's my first shoe I'm going to talk about. Not even going to say number 10.
Okay. All right. Well, my number 9 is the Nike Air Max 95 Erosion.
Why am I not?
It's the two that have it's kind of like brown on one side, blue on the other side.
You know what I wish you would have did?
What? I'm gonna have to work on this and actually put the graphics.
Do you have a photo of it now so you could show it to me? Like I showed you mine? That's crazy.
That was insane. Why would you say that in that way?
Pause, I guess. Oh yeah, I guess that is a pause. That's an aggressive pause. Shit. Why not even say pause? What? Hey,
yo, man.
But anyway, I have photos of the footwear that I am selecting as my group of 10 shoes for 24. I'm going to find a million ways to not say top 10.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I don't know if these released in the US though. So, but I still want them. And I probably will get them next year.
There's this app. I think it's called StockX. Is that what?
Do you trust StockX?
I mean, for a pair of shoes that isn't really that sought after, yeah, why not? If it's a shoe that's like sought after, that's worth a lot of money, no. But I don't think a lot of people are out here going, "Hey, those erosions, we need to make some great."
You never
bees.
know. You never know. In the rep factories, they making anything.
This is true.
They probably got the loafers on deck over there, man.
You better slow down. All right. Let's go with the Wales Bonner Adidas Samba. I mean, any of them were fire, but let's go Navy Croc. That's the one I like the most too. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not a Samba guy. I'm not a Samba
guy
either. I'm big on comfort. I find Sambas, Gazelles all to be a little bit uncomfortable for me because it's so flat-footed. Mm-hmm. And you look, you wear Air Force Ones. Air Force Ones have a lot more cushioning inside of them, so like it's a lot easier to wear. I don't wear Converses. I don't wear anything that's like just that rubber sole. Anyway, outside of that, the styling on the shoe for such a simplistic sneaker, fantastic. Plus, I like the iterations from the first grouping to the second grouping. So,
I do think that a lot of people are emphasizing the whole Wales Bonner is pushing the Black experience in the UK and her storytelling and attaching that to the shoe. But I also feel like the price point don't match that.
Oof. I agree with you. I definitely don't like the price points on those. But at the same time, I don't listen to anything outside of what I see.
Yeah.
Right. So like I don't let other things factor how I feel about footwear. I let footwear make me feel something. Mm-hmm. So if I see it and I'm like, oh, that's fire, and I don't even know who it is, like I kind of like that youthful experience, that what is the word I'm looking for?
Exuberance? I don't know.
No. Like when you're like fresh and new and you don't like it's not innocent. Anyway, I just like the idea of like not being encumbered by other things, just the idea of what that shoe is, what it looks like, and what I want to do with it outside of like their presence and social and how they live and what I don't care about any of that. Like, let me see the footwear. Is it good? Thank you.
I mean, I like the subjectiveness of that.
Yeah, that's it. It becomes like too intricate to be like, did you hear about what this person did? Why are you wearing that? Like, what? No, man, I just want to wear the shoe. That's all I want to do.
I do feel like that's like a lost thing now. I feel like
What's lost?
Like people just buying the shoe off of just based off of looks. Like,
it's terrible. Like everybody's like, oh yeah, did you see the marketing plan and this, that, and the other thing? I mean, does the shoe look good? Like there's two different. It's a double edged sword, right? So like if you have a really good marketing plan, a lot of people see it, the shoe will sell out. But did it sell out because the shoe looked good or because of all these other things? Like you got it and you're like, wait a minute, why did I buy this? Guess I'll just leave it in the closet. Or was the shoe fire all on its own? You were like, oh, I need to buy that. And then, oh, fair enough. ASICS is a perfect example. Like these kids are wearing Kayano 14s, not because like there's millions of people wearing the shoe. Well, maybe because a lot of people are wearing the shoe, but because they like the way the shoe fits. They like the comfort of the shoe. It's stylistic. You can wash it. It comes right back to life. And it's cheap. Like if you're being honest, like in retrospect to all the other shoes that are out there, Wheels, Bond, or Adidas included, like you're paying 110, 120 to 160 for a fire pair of ASICs that you could throw in the wash and probably wear for the next year and a half to 2 years. For someone in high school, that's a win.
Yeah.
Buy 4 pairs of those, keep washing them, I'm good.
And it's comfy, like, and you're gonna be running around in them, like, yeah.
And I didn't see anybody wearing them that was like a superstar. I just know that I like them and that's it.
Right. But that's just what we grew up on, where it's just like you see somebody wearing it, you're like, yo, those are dope. How do I get them? Let me get it. And then you go and get them.
Just like,
yeah.
Give me that caffeine. I was tired when I picked you. I was like, ugh. All right, well, you're up.
Okay. Number 7.
Numbers.
No, we're on 7, right? 9.
I have
8.
no idea because I have no numbers attached to mine.
10, 9, 8. I'm on 8. Sorry, because I messed up my notes. Foot Patrol New Balance 1906R.
Picture.
Yeah, I got you.
They're dropping a Saucony, aren't they, right now?
Are they?
Shout out Johnny V. He sent me a picture. I think ATR dropped them or like a photo. ATR is all right, by the way. I think they dropped a photo and then Johnny hit me up like I missed these. And I was like, wait, what is this? I'll show it to you.
I'm going to need that.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
Oh, very similar colorway actually on the Saucony.
Oh, yeah?
Pro Grid 9. I mean, it's a lot lighter, but blue.
Maybe I have seen it.
Only in Soho. I guess they stuck to that black and blue vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Foot Patrol's fire, by the way. Shout out Foot Patrol.
But this shoe is fire, and I don't have it. But I try to get them.
Yeah, what do why don't you just move to Europe? That's the second shoe you've talked about.
It's the second European shoe, man. Yeah. I need the homies over in the over the pond to be like, yo, let me get the.
I'll put you on.
Alley.
I got you.
Okay. But this, I mean, look, and it's funny because you brought that up, but there's a lot of complaining about people asking for stuff like seating and
it's not
sneakers.
You're paying.
No, I know. Hold on,
fuck?
but no, this is what I'm saying. It's funny because I think a lot of people now, like content creators, are getting that like stain on them. Like, oh, you probably asked for that shit. Oh, you're begging to be blah blah blah, right?
I mean, could we? We're gonna deviate for a second here.
Yeah.
A lot of content creators that are in the space now are only content creators not because of a love of sneakers or footwear, but because they saw that there's a way to get free shit and they like making content. No shade, but I mean, it's obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no connection to the actual lifestyle. There's no connection to like what it is that they're buying. It's just the idea that they can make amazing cuts and great transitions about product. And I mean, shame on the brand for being like, yeah, we just want those good visuals. We don't care if you actually fuck with us. And then they get free stuff, and now you're in this vicious cycle of people just hitting you up for free shit. Anyway,
you're
saying
up to
12. What number are you up to?
I'm up to 8.
Well, you're actually up to 7 since you did the.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was on 8.
I should probably move my list around. I'm gonna go with.
I mean, you just pivoted off of what I was trying to say, but all right, go ahead.
What are you talking about?
I had more to say.
Oh, did you? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Please. So
what I was saying is that it is causing the stigma where I think that people are like, if I just want to prove that I'm terrible at asking people for shit. Like,
Well, if you were asking me for something free, I'd be like, "Oh, take it easy, buddy." But if
Yeah.
you're like, "Hey, do you have anybody that would be able to get me like an invoice or like find a way that I can get?"
But
the
even
shoe?
that, I just talking about in general, and I don't know if that's just something that is everybody is starting to get used to just be asking for things instead of feeling like the earnest of
Well,
let me earn
this
these
is a
things.
two-parter. This is a two-parter.
Yeah.
The first part of this two-parter is if you hit someone up with the expectation that they're just supposed to do it for you, and that's how you ask, like, I need these in this size with no context to, or like, hey, how are you? Or even like, hey, at least take me to dinner before you try and fuck me. Like, do me a favor. Take that shit somewhere else. Then the other side is if like you're actually cool with someone and like you're genuinely asking, I don't think it's ever like an issue. It's all in how you propose the request. It's never like, especially if you're dealing with like different people from different levels. So if you're dealing with someone who works for a brand, you're like,
Right.
hey, listen, like I'm not trying to get a shoe for free. I really want to pay for it, but like, is there a way that I can get an invoice or you can direct me somewhere where I can potentially buy it? So that way, like I don't miss because I really do love the shoe. I think they will try their hardest to try and help you acquire that item. But in the same return, if you go, I need these in a size 8.5, where they at? They might not even answer you.
Yeah.
I know from experience, and I know from people who hit me up for stuff that's at a store, and I'm like, you can't say hi. Like, well, I don't even talk to you like that. Like, who are you? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on here? And of course, like, I never want to just turn people away, and I'll be like, hey, there's definitely a better way to ask. But some people won't do that. Some people are just, oh no, I'm not talking to this guy. So to answer your question, it's never in your situation, right, where you're actually active in the sneaker community and not in a way where it's like, hey guys, here's a shoe that I got this week. I have no idea what it's for, but it looks good on my feet. Peace. Like, cool.
Yeah.
There's consistency. There's context to your content. I think it's very easy for you to just ask a question like, hey, want to buy them? Just curious where I can get them.
Yeah.
Very easy. Don't. The worst thing to do also is the 12 a.m. or the 12 p.m. text when they dropped at 11 a.m. to be like, hey man, I really wanted these and I missed, and I tried to get them on my own because like you didn't want to ask anybody, and now like the person who wanted to help you can't help you.
Which is what happened to me.
Yeah, quite frequently he does this shit. I'm like, bro, why didn't you just tell me 2 days ago?
Again, I'm terrible at asking people for stuff. But number
I'm just gonna go with the AE ones.
nice. Just any no.
I don't really
colorway?
care. I it's more about the silhouette itself, which I think we'll talk about when you talk about other shoes that might be on this supposed list. Is that whether it's a collab or not, I don't need it to be a collab if the silhouette is fire. Well, I'll always circle back to, is the shoe fire? The shoe's fire. We're good to go. It doesn't matter who puts their stamp on it, what iteration they create with colors and suedes or whatever. If it looks good, it's going to look good, period. I think the only exception to that could potentially be the gel Nimbus that Asics dropped with football guy.
Diggs.
Yeah, with Stephon Diggs. Like, it looks completely different from the shoes that they released, which I think is a testament to like being able to really play with tooling to make a shoe look good. I mean, the GR is fire, but it just looks so different as the collaboration that I was like, wait, what? I had to hit them up. I was like, wait, what shoe is that? And they're like, it's a 10 point. I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. So anyway,
Nah, that
AE
shoe.
one is fire.
Yeah, it's funny because you're saying that, and my next shoe is.
What number is it?
We're on 7.
Yeah, all right.
Futura Nike SB. It's
Okay.
on. It's on my list.
Okay. Early in the year. I'm just trying to make sure it's 24, but yeah.
It is.
All right, calm down. Just making sure.
That shoe, like I'm such a big Futura fan.
Are you?
And yeah,
You a 13th Witness fan too?
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
he follows me.
How the fuck do I know?
I'm just saying. I'm.
First of all, don't do that name drop shit.
There's
all
not
right?
a name
Look,
drop.
He follows me. All right, cool. Good story. Nice. Good. All right. Anyway,
But yeah, as a big graph
he
head,
follows me.
I had to say it to me. I said it to me because I was like, yeah, of course. And I was like, oh shit, he follows me.
Proceed, please.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna.
Anyway, Futura coming back in with Nike SB.
You got the black lung pop. Call out to
Call out from
yesterday.
Futura coming back to the Nike SB and dropping a shoe. Obviously, I wasn't able to get. I think this is the last shoe I try to put like at least 20 raffles out was the Chunky Dunkies. And so from the Chunky Dunkies to now, I was like, fuck raffles. if I don't get it off of sneakers, or if I don't get it off a lick NYC,
Oh,
a lick or NYC.
it's like, what were you willing to do for those? Jesus, hey, yo,
You just pull up with the bag.
how'd you get those? No, I don't want to talk about it.
But I literally was just like, I was like, I'm tired of just putting in tons and tons of raffles. So I
know, so much work.
But it's like annoying.
It's so daunting to fucking type your name in 20 times.
But it's more of like, it's not that. It's the putting in all that effort.
It's the uncertainty of like,
no, but you don't even get a response back. You don't even get like, you don't miss, or like, it's like when you put in a ton of resumes and the jobs don't hit you back because you put in the resumes. You know, like I want, at least tell me like I missed out. Like at least sneakers tells me.
At least tell me I'm not fit to work here.
Yeah.
I get where you're going with this.
You know, give me a response. But
at least tell me my money's not good enough to buy those shoes. All right,
yeah,
got it.
That's it. That's all I need. The little non-validation goes a long way.
Treat it like a dating service.
Yeah.
Do you like me or not? Just please tell me. I don't even know what's going on here. The raffle is dinner. You're like, I bought dinner. I don't get it. All right. Sorry.
And I really love the shoe. I think it's a great shoe. I don't know why people are so up in arms and why it should be on anybody's list. And I'm like, this shit is it's a fire ass shoe. I don't know. I feel like it's the best Nike SB that came out.
Wasn't there Friends and Family?
Yeah, there was like a reddish orange color.
Like a Wizard. I don't like the Wizard of Oz, but the Wizard of Oz was kind of fire too.
I like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
I think I like that they use a different material on the shoe itself. But I hate people who just cut shit off sneakers.
Oh, you mean you don't like people who buy a shoe or potentially get a shoe and just rip it apart like it wasn't supposed to be worn off? You don't like that? That's weird.
Yeah.
I did that to my Levi's 4s. I'm only talking shit.
Well, that's different because that's like you can customize that to look more like a distressed pair of jeans versus like something like a grip tape that's supposed to be ripped off, or like when you
from actually doing tricks.
Yeah. Like
a kickflip.
That's the difference of like the shoe is versus a customizable shoe, or like you can't. It's impossible to grind the middle of a Huff Dunk. Like you can't. There's no way you can grind that middle part. Like that's supposed to be taken off. But people know what's under this Wizard of Oz shoe, and they know it's just a red ass shoe, and they're just cutting it all off. And I'm like, bro, do something with it. Like you're just extra fabric.
Now you want to tell people what to do with the things that they own. All right, I see where this is going.
Just that.
All right,
just those.
Fair enough. Should I go now? Because I feel like I'm.
So yeah, Futura SBs.
I also appreciate that they redropped the linens again too. Speaking of Futura.
Yeah.
What are we up to? I guess we could talk about. I guess Travis. That mid CJ1 business.
T-Rex joints?
Yeah.
You like those?
I did not like them. And for some strange reason, the last like all chocolate joint, like the dark colorway that they did.
The lows you're talking. Oh, no.
It's like the strap. The strap, the dark colorway joints.
Yeah.
I really didn't want to like them. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the reason why I put them on is because I tried so hard not to like them intentionally and ended up liking them. And I was like, all right, I have to, they won me over. Now I have to get a pair because whatever.
Yeah.
I just hate the idea that it's Travis and like all the accreditation to the shoe goes to him instead of it just being about the shoe.
Right.
But then I thought about, well, it is just about the shoe. If you, at the end of the day, it's
Right.
just attached to Travis. It was like Yeezy wouldn't have been as popping without Yeezy. So like, whatever. But yeah, they made my grouping. almost.
You're grouping that shoe. So that they dropped that shoe at Complex Con.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to a resale shop after.
You were at Complex?
No. I was talking about after.
Were you there though?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, you were
representing both pods. Because shout out to Mike for lending me the mic. But the
only reason why he mentioned this is because the mics are made. It's fine.
No, that's definitely not the case. But
shout out to my friend's basement, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to my friend's basement, holding us down. So I went to a resale shop after Complex Con because people were.
You had stuff to drop off?
No, I wish.
Yeah, tons of stuff to drop off from all the running around you're doing. I get it. Okay, reseller, get in there.
I should have. Maybe that would have been the smartest move.
Maybe would have paid for your trip. Okay,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think like that. I just spend the money. I don't make it back.
That's why I never went back to Complex Con. I went 1 year and I was like, I'm not doing this. Shit's too expensive. Fuck this.
But they were dropping off all those Mocha T-Rex joints, whatever, and they look great in person. So
that's the other thing too. I saw and I was like, damn, these are super clean.
Yeah.
I hate giving it that credit. Well, what's 6? I believe you're up to.
We are at 6.
Oh, I know what number you're on.
Anthony Edwards, Iron Sharpens Irons.
Oh, so
the
you're
lows,
just gonna...
specifically. I told you I wanted to be very specific, intentional with my list.
Okay.
And
why that one specifically? Well, you did it anyway, so you didn't really air quote it.
Yeah, you didn't have to quote it. But the reason why I thought about it specifically is because I think the most polarizing AE was the Future, right? Like that was the purplish that dropped All-Star Weekend. That shoe was like the first AE I was like, yeah, I need to get a pair. And then I saw these lows. And it has that like shimmer to it where it's like it changes colors in different lights and stuff like that.
Sparkly shinies for you, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
You'll see why soon. But I don't know why that came out so weird. But that once they were like teasing the pictures of that shoe, I was like, this is fire. But I'm putting it on my list because I have a pair and it got me to buy it, but the functionality of the shoe when I play basketball in it really
very important that a basketball shoe is good for basketball.
Yeah. It's my favorite shoe to play ball in.
I mean, quick
aside
diversion. Okay. The reason why I think Jordan Brand is where it's at now or these days is because the functionality of Jordan footwear has changed so drastically to more performance that you can't do lifestyle. And I feel like I talk about this quite a bit, but I'm always curious, like who the next person is going to be, because I do like D-Book. I like the D-Book one is probably my favorite. I'm not sure where they're going to go next with the silhouette, but like it's functional for basketball, but like you can also wear the shoe. I'm sorry, I just said that.
No, yeah, that like hybridability of
also shout out Adidas basketball,
right? And I mean, I think the sneaker community jumping behind the AE1 made it more acceptable.
Of course.
You know, so unless there's a Nike basketball shoe that the community is like, yeah, we could rock these with jeans, we won't.
I mean, I don't. So like the one thing that I will say that will help basketball sneakers is the fit changing. Like the baggier fit coming back helps footwear become a little bit more acceptable.
Love a baggy fit, man.
You were
Jesus.
I couldn't wait. I was in the background like just waiting for the baggy jeans to come back. I still got some in the closet from 97
over here rubbing Jinko jeans like they're
I was like a genie in a bottle. Christina Aguilera reference, if you know it, you're in my age group. The baggier fit makes it a lot easier to wear basketball sneakers.
Yeah.
Right. So like Janko jeans with a pair of up tempos, just music to my ears. Sounds amazing. Looks amazing. I mean,
dust off the Gerbos.
Shout out 8 and 9 if you're familiar with 8 and 9. Gerbeau trending. Anyway, what are we up to? Should I switch?
Yeah, you're next.
All right, let me go back over to my grouping here.
Your grouping.
The Action Bronson. Now, I guess I got to pull up a picture of these bad boys. Right.
I do like the Rose Waters.
I'm going to send it to you, but so fire.
To be honest,
you like the other color.
The Azules.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I just. Always working, always broke. I'm definitely going to stick with that one. Buying footwear has become very, very tricky for me, where I'm like, I have to make decisions on what I want to buy as opposed to like what bill I want to pay. So I'm like, let's chill out. But I'm probably going to circle back on those at some point because I really don't think they're that expensive right now. So I'm like, I will check resale markets.
I mean, I will pray for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is the number up?
I feel like it's gone up. Yeah.
Fuck.
I feel like it's gone up.
That doesn't make me happy. Well, shout out to winning my fantasy football league, or one of them.
Well, lucky you. I lost all of mine. My next shoe, the J-Tips Saucony to-do list in the purple.
This is number 5, by the way. He's up to number 5.
The Omni 9s.
Yeah.
What do you think
about
that specific
your
shoe?
List as a whole? Or?
No. Me having that.
I feel like you haven't asked me how I feel about any of your shoes up until right now. So I see what the fuck you're doing. I see what he's doing. He thinks he's fucking slick. He's not slick at all. I like them. I'm not. So the one I didn't like was the kids version of that, because it was different from. So like it kind of threw me that it wasn't the same model, but I feel like they couldn't tool for kid sizes. That was the only thing that threw me off. And then the Matrix I don't love, but it's not about his blocking. It's more about the silhouette.
Right. Yeah.
Right. I think there might be a little confusion here. Love the shoes. Not my cup of tea, because like I'm kind of chilled out with the colors these days, so I'm not so wild over it. But the ProGrid 9 or the Omni 9 is fire. Like the silhouette itself is fire. Like I do the buying for the, like that's what I buy for the store. So like it's not like, it's nothing against the model at all. It's just a matter of me personally, like what I'm wearing as I wear these.
Anyway, so the reason I really like this shoe is because of its comfortability.
Let's go back to why the fuck you asked me first.
Why not?
What? It's your fucking list. You're supposed to like this shit, not me.
Look, I love the shoe. I went to the drop. I love the shoe. I was only able to get the tan pair.
I heard about you at the drop, by the way. Some people hit me up and they were like, "Oh, Haas is here. That's boy."
It wasn't like, oh, Haas is here.
It was very suspicious.
Why?
They said you were very excited about the drop.
Oh yeah, I mean,
they said you were very excited about the drop, and they didn't realize you were that animated when it came to getting shoes.
Oh yeah, just standing there.
No, I heard you were running up and down the line trying to get inside.
I definitely wasn't.
This is how you get under the skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at this. I'm very good at this.
Non-imaginary skin.
Yeah, they were like you were running up and down the line. Like, hey, I got to get in here. I need my pairs. That's what I heard.
My pairs.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
The person that we just established that I don't like asking people for anything.
But he wasn't asking. He was demanding. He's like, I need my pairs. It was wild. I heard he had a sign. He like hit the sign guy up, and he's like, Haas needs 13s, and that's the sign that was out there.
Both colors.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I had it in like both colors was one in purple and one in tan.
Yeah, it was wild.
It's crazy. I think the shoe's great. I got the tan pair.
That was all fabrication, by the way. That was all fabrication. Do not hit him up later and be like, "Well, yo, what happened? What's going on with you guys?" Don't do that, because that's weird.
Are you a fan of finishing packs?
Excuse me?
Are you a fan of finishing packs? Not packs of cigarettes, but packs of sneakers.
I mean, I'm not a fan of that term, the way they're using all this. Could you rephrase, please?
Are you a fan of buying 2 shoes to finish a sneaker pack?
Okay, yeah. Oh, that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable about what you're asking. It depends on who it is. It depends on how I feel about the storytelling, and that has to supersede how I feel about the shoe, right? Because a lot of times, like, you like one and not the other, right? Perfect example. Feature did Saucony breakfast packs, where it was like the bacon, egg, and cheese, and the waffle joint, and I ended up buying the waffle just because I was like, "Oh, it's the breakfast." It's like, why the fuck did I buy this? Like, what up? And like, I really like Feature. I like the guys at Feature, I like the team at Feature. Like, so like, I was like, you know what? I'm supporting. I'm also buying, and I had this, and I was talking about it. I never wore it. I never wore it once. So like, it's a yes and a no, depending on how I feel about the situation. Like, Kith Marble, perfect example. Like, I don't need every single shoe out of that. So like, I'm not gonna chase after every single one. Now, if you would have asked me this in 2016, I would have been like, SpongeBob, I need it in like every single one. Insert GIF if you want. I'm just saying, like, as I get older, the less interested I am in being like, I need to have all of them. And that's like a collector's mentality, right? If you're on the collector's mentality over like the functionality and wear of the footwear, then yeah, you need to finish the pack, which just complete it. Complete is a good word for that.
Sorry.
Complete the pack.
Complete the pack.
Makes me feel way more comfortable in this conversation. I'm a child at heart, realistically. Mentally, I'm very infantile.
So like, yeah, I have the
Are you a fan of finishing the pack?
That's the thing, though. I'm trying to figure out if I am, because I have, so when I was first collecting, right? One of my first like 3 pairs of sneakers I got, one of them was the Be True to Your School and Nike SB collection. And then the second pair I got was the Black Melvins. And I'm like, I kept being like, okay, I want to finish these packs. Like, I want to complete them. But it's like,
did you buy them to wear them?
Yeah.
I feel like it's more of a, a psychological question than it is like a sneaker question.
But
like,
is it like a completers thing? Like,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I want to complete.
when you play a video game, do you want to get 100% completion or just get done with it?
It depends on the game. If it's Assassin's Creed, I'm trying to at least.
But you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's that mentality of being like, I need this to be done
Yeah.
to feel like I've succeeded in what I'm doing here. So like a lot of times I'll play like right now I'm playing Call, I'm grinding camos. I don't even care about the camos and half the shit, but I'm like, I need to get this camo shit done. I don't need to. It's the same idea with like, and it's the ease of accessibility. Like I can sit down and do that and get done with it. Like footwear's a little bit trickier. I got a raffle. I might have to go on StockX. Who do I have to ask? Like completing a pack has become a lot harder than it used to be.
Right.
I have about 48 pairs of Ronnie Asics from start to almost finish. And then he did a 30 pack and I was like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh, there's no way I'm spending near $8,000 just to have 30 pairs of shoes that almost fucking
you thought
follow.
about it.
I did.
You thought about it.
As you can tell, I did the math.
Yeah.
The math was, I was like, 8,000 if I start buying them now. I was working the shit out. I was working it out and I was like, all right, if I can get a couple seated, then I'll knock the number down. Like I was working it. And then I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you out of your mind? Like, are you really going to buy 30 pairs of shoes? And then from that started my decline in completing packs.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, like there were so many and I was like, there's no way I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And like, there are people out there that got all 30 pairs and I'm like, okay, cool.
I don't know what you do with that.
Yeah. I mean, it's what I have now. I have boxes full of sneakers that I don't wear, which is insane. So,
but I do want the purple. I do want the purple Saucony J tips.
Oh, I see what you're doing here. Okay, got it.
Your turn.
Okay, what am I up to? Shit, there's no number, so I don't know. Oh, you know what we're talking about right now? Kith Marvel. Now I did get 3 pairs. One was the pack that you wanted, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
See, it's right under that. So the Venom and the Spider-Man, which I have not worn. Slow surprise winner for me were the Green Goblins, which stretch, am wearing right now. I wanted to wear something that was on my list.
Yeah.
Fuck, I said list. My group of
list
of footwear here. So I mean, realistically, I think execution wise across the board, fantastic, especially from year 1 to year 2. Gelite 3s in comparison to what we're doing with Kayanos, 2160s, what really made a lot more sense to me. Plus, like the way that the package is delivered, is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Box, comic, graded, not graded, almost like a comic book wrapper when you open them up, to the way that the bags are then UV printed with the comic or some kind of graphic on it. Also, the tape, down to the tape that was on the double box for the Spider-Man and Venom pack with the Marvel and Kith ingrained in it. Like, just there's a lot of thought and detail. Now, storytelling aside, the footwear is also impeccable, right? And then alongside of the apparel that comes with it, the complete package just makes sense to be like, why would you not, even not as a Marvel fan, look at it and be like, that's fucking crazy. And plus the color blocking, whatever. Yeah.
I mean, I think his use of, or whatever, the people on the team's use of the gradients on the sides and the panels.
Don't downplay him. He is the team.
Anyway,
I did it on purpose.
My next shoe is the Tekken Foams, the Kazuya colorway, the black jacket joints.
No qualms here.
I was lucky enough to get him. My boy was at Evo, so he did the drop for me, and I got him. And these are my first foams ever in all of my life. There was one time I tried it. I'm 36. There was one time I tried on a pair of eggplants, and I didn't like the way they look on me.
Hey, yo.
And I was like, I'm never wearing foams
of all
again.
the colors, you went right for the eggplant, huh?
Everybody's like, you got to get eggplants. Eggplants are dropping. You got to go get them. And I go there.
You were listening to everyone, huh?
Yeah, this is high school. You got to be in with the crowd, man.
We did the opposite in high school.
Yeah, it's all right. Black sheep.
I was in a no, not like intentional. Like it was different age groups. So like when you saw somebody wearing something, you didn't want that. Like it was like, oh, I'm not getting that color. I need a different color. I got to be different.
I understood that. It was everybody was like, they're coming out, so you got to be. You either be the first one to pull up in them.
Yeah, 2 weeks early.
Yeah,
as soon as they get to the store, you get your pair. You wear them to school, and then when everybody gets their pairs, you don't wear them.
Yeah,
anymore.
you don't wear them. You keep them in the tuck.
Hey, yo, what's up with you?
There was nothing wrong with what I just said. Your turn. Go.
Keep it in the comment section. Sus. Oh, shit. Oh, let's go. Bring it right back to Kith, baby. The Cayano 12.1 for the Knicks.
Yes. Fire. Absolutely fire. MS
There's
drops. And
that was a crazy drop, by the way. Like crazy. I randomly, footwear side, I like didn't realize it was happening. I like not to sound like a dick, but like the shoes came, I got them, and it was like early, so I couldn't even say anything.
Mhm.
So I was like, all right, let me just hold on. And then like I was meeting my boy Brian, shout out B Money, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I see all the people working. I was like, oh, what's up? What are you guys doing? They're like, oh, it's a Kith event today, you idiot. I was like, oh, wow. I had no idea. I was like going to Penn to take the train. I see Charlie. I was like, Charlie, what the fuck? And he's like, Mike, there's a whole like thing going on right now, dude. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
It was pretty funny. What, we have 4?
We are at 3.
No, you are at 3.
I'm at 3. And that was
I thought you were at 4. Oh, no, 4 was the Tekken.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got a GR on my list.
Hell yeah. Now you're talking my language.
Saucony Omni 9 Silver Disrupt.
Silver.
Came out in the beginning of the year. It's the silverish Omni 9 with the iridescent on the front.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
It's the shoe. The reason why it's on my list is because it's the shoe that really like opened my eye into what is like capable.
Your whispering eye?
Yeah, my third eye.
He doesn't know the reference. He doesn't know the reference.
I don't know the reference.
Comment section opened up his whispering eye. If you get it,
he's gonna give you 10% off of Camp Out
shit.
shirt.
I'll give you 20% off. You pull up the Renards. How about that?
Hey, take that offer. That shoe really, like, because the one thing that I have to like admit and like like you got it, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if
I'm laughing about the whispering eye. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's like your thing too, but brand loyalists, it's like really hard to break. Like it's like I'm so into, I'll instantly buy a Nike before I buy another brand because I'm so used to being like, Nike can have my money. So like to take the leap.
You've been conditioned.
Yeah.
You've been conditioned quite heavily. I don't.
So yeah.
I'm see, like it's good that we have this dynamic though, because I'm so far outside of that. Like I need to try on shoes and I need to feel comfortable with what I'm buying before I purchase. So much so that I don't care who you are or where you're from. Like you could have a Cartier whatever shirt next to a Temu shirt, and I put them both on. Whichever one feels better that I like with my aesthetic or my fit or my build, whatever it is, I'm going to buy that one. Just because it says a name doesn't mean that it's better or that it's better for you, so to speak. So like, I don't know. It's weird. I really didn't think that you were like that.
Like I'll jump out a little bit.
Don't break it now. You've already sold yourself into
No.
this. Don't do it.
I understand what you're saying. I'll jump out, but I think that's like my default. Like
your default is Nike.
Nike.
That's terrible.
So
that is terrible. I feel bad for you. I really do.
Okay.
A part of me feels like I should send you to therapy for this.
Is there like a sneaker therapist?
Well, there's definitely a sneaker therapist. Yeah, 1000%. It's an addiction that you need to break. But no. I get why you say that though, because it's a household name,
right?
And you're so used to seeing people, and parents are like, oh, people come to the store and be like, you have Nike? And I'm like, yeah, but what do you want? Oh, I stand on my feet all day and I want a good pair of Nikes. I was like, well, you're looking at the wrong company, chief. And that's not to say that there aren't Nike sneakers that you can wear all day long, but now you're talking about a $250 price point. Or even I'll pitch Vomero if they really want a Nike, and like I'm like, you want to stand all day and you want to be comfortable, Vomero's a perfect model for you, and they don't want to spend $174 after tax. You get what I'm saying? So like they are also conditioned to know a name and feel trusted in that name to be like, I'll wear this all day. People will come in and be like, week later, nurse will come in and be like, oh, thank God you suggested this. Like I've never been able to, my back pain went away and I feel like I can stand on my feet more. 740s and Asics. So like we'll get there, folks. We'll get there.
We'll get there indeed. Your turn.
Don't tell me what to do. If this thing recognizes my face, we'll be back in action. Recent drop, the Kobe Air Force One pack.
Yeah,
I prefer the white colorway, but then I saw the black and I was like, this is also extremely fire. love the crossover between the two, but also just like it's a Lake of Colorways fire. But I just like the idea of seeing that on an Air Force One. I love Air Force One, and like the iterations that come out sometimes are super fucking whack.
Mhm.
They'll do dumb things like I don't know, just random material swaps that don't like fit the aesthetic of the Air Force One and actually throw it off. But when they do something that kind of makes sense, I'm all for it. Or something similar like that, like the Supreme with just a box logo on the heel. That I don't like, but this was very clean, very fire.
I think the black pair definitely reminds me of the Louis Vuitton a little bit.
I get why, but I mean,
but I like it though.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know, passe, you know?
What are you up to here, buddy?
Number 2, Kids of Immigrants Sunders, purple.
Well, we're going to collab on that one though. Yeah. It's on my list also, so we'll leave it.
That shoe, I don't like Sunders. I mean, we've spoken about this before. We have a clip of us that actually did pretty Sunders. Well. Yeah. But Sunders are like, I mean, I don't know. To me, it always looks like a windbreaker. Like I'm like, okay, I don't know how you can wear this with anything. And then when I went to Complex Con, I saw it on feet. I was like, this shoe is fire. I don't know. I've been using the word zany. The zaniness of it, of that like purple so bright.
Like Zane, the artist?
No, but shout out Zane.
Because he uses like very vibrant colors in his artwork. Well, not vibrant. Like his accent or shadows are usually like a good pop of color. So, that would have made more sense. But I like, shout out Zane though.
Shout out Zane. But yeah, the whole, even though it came in very at the end of the year, so it's like very fresh in people's minds. I know, I'm just saying it's very fresh in people's minds. It still is.
It's gonna be one of those shoes that like pop in your head for next year. Be like, wait, was that last year or this year?
Yeah,
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
I definitely agree with you on the Sunder though. I think, of course, we had this conversation about like how it looks and what you can achieve as far as fit goes. I like the open look. I like the closed look, but I like also, this is the situation where like the storytelling kind of like roped me in a little bit. And then seeing the wider launch of some of the collab apparel also, when we spoke about the padded t-shirt, I was like, damn, that's a nice fit. And like, as I comprised that in my mind of like how well the outfit looked together is when I was like, all those Sunders are fire. Yeah. So sometimes like a little assist points that go to the apparel that come along with something. Like you might not want to buy it till you see the t-shirt or you see the pants or you see a hat that like, you're like, oh, all right, I'm in. You got me. You sandbagging son of a bitch. Twice today I used that. I will say, like, even though the Sunder is not a silhouette that I love, from the side profile, it looks great. It's that looking down that kind of like throws me the most.
Yeah,
but it's still like fire.
Yeah, it's like a very narrow look from the top.
Oh, easy with the hand gestures there, Chief. Yeah, you can roll into your number one since we both had Sunder.
So my number one is going to be the Stash Air Force One. That's why I'm wearing them today. I kind of late decision. I never really, so the chance of like me getting this damn shoe or like getting a Stash shoe, because I love Stash so much and his art, and I didn't think this would ever happen, you know, like having another chance at it. And so I kind of had to be like, you know what, you're right. So I convinced myself, to be honest. But yes, I bought both 95s and the Air Force Ones, and I always thought
when you say you never thought you'd ever have them, what do you mean by that?
I never thought I would have a pair of Stash Air Force Ones. Like, I used to go to Recon every single day. I used to go there and stare at that wall, look at like the one night onlys. He would have both the 95s and the blue Air Force Ones, but it always felt like,
is this a 1-for-1 re-release?
No, these are restructured to be more durable and stuff.
You know how I feel about this, right?
I know.
You know how I feel about this.
Yeah, that's why I held it to the chest. Yeah, got to be controversial on here a little bit.
The restructure is a nice way to put that. But as far as grouping or lists go, I typically don't like to put something that may have or may not have been something that's released before, even though it is a reissue or restructure.
It is technically a new shoe.
I need a minute here, folks. He knew this is going to piss me off. That's the thing. Why didn't you have retro Air Jordan Black Cement 3s on there?
No.
On your list? No?
Because I don't. You consider these a retro, as you're saying?
I'm. It's close enough.
Because
it's close enough, folks. It's close enough.
It's a reimagine whatever.
I mean, people put the Wu-Tang Dunks on their list. I could never. Honorable mention, 1000%. And I'm not saying it's a bad shoe. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm not saying this doesn't deserve to be on a list. It deserves to be a very high point factor for an honorable mention. To be like, yo, honestly, like I can't put a reissue on a top because it's been a top at some point. It's a top on people's lists. It's been a top in your life before you got them. So like, how could you add them to a list for 24? I don't know. Anyway, good choice. Fantastic. Love that for you.
The only reason it made this list is because of like, it's something that I didn't think would happen, right? But it is, man, but it is a different shoe.
You do me a favor. I know this is creating more work for you. Could you do a side by side when you
didn't see these side by side?
No, I didn't.
They look different.
I didn't see them side by side. Let me see. Maybe I'm. It's a reissue. I don't even know why I'm having this conversation with you.
It's not a reissue.
All right, I'm gonna sound like an idiot. Fine. Let me go take a look at this shit.
Take a look at the shoe.
I'm gonna have to cut this part because I'm fucking. HAF1
06.
Shout out to my best friend's basement.
Shout out my best friend's basement.
I'm being sarcastic. There's no fucking internet down here.
Need the Wi-Fi?
Oh shit!
It's I love podcasts, all lowercase. That's the password, and then it's 0- my friend's basements. That's the login.
You know what I love? I love when people give me passwords to Wi-Fi, right? And I'm nowhere near putting the password in, and they do it extremely fast. So
I realized I put the password first, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
I am in the basement. All right. So what was that? Run it back.
I love podcasts.
Any caps lock anywhere?
All lowercase, all one word, S at the end.
I love.
Here.
The audacity that you even said what you said.
They look different, man.
You know what that's like? That's like saying you met a girl in her 20s and she looks different in her 30s. That's basically what you just said to me.
No, that's not aged.
But the thing is, they look almost the same, just a little different.
It's a different shoe. You can't put the like. It's like when if you put the 2015.
You talking about the toe cap there? Are you referring to the toe cap?
No, and the sides.
Let me see this. Give me that picture again. And then put your foot up here. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a different shoe.
I'm gonna move this back this way so I can lay down. What's different?
The shading and everything is different, bro.
I mean, let's be realistic there. So, if you had that on the wall and this was directly next to it, would you go, those look similar?
No.
I'm gonna throw your phone across the room. No, you're not getting it back now. You don't deserve a phone. I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Yes, I take your qualms.
That's exactly what a reissue would look like, right? You wanna address some of the tooling issues. You wanna have some subtle nuances to be different. Something be a little bit different, so you can't say it's the same exact shoe. Plus, like nobody retools the same exact shoe. That's crazy. A 1-for-1, right? Regardless, it's good. It's a fire shoe. See, now you make it sound like I think
no,
it's
I
not
get
a good
what you're
shoe.
trying.
It's a fire fucking shoe.
I get what you're
let's
saying.
It's up here.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
I get what you're saying. What's your number one?
I mean, the last shoe I'll talk about in my group of 10 shoes.
What's number one on your list?
Will be my Jown 2160s.
Oh dear God, no, man.
What do you mean no?
No, for me is all I'm gonna say.
I mean, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. 2160 is probably one of the best models that have come out in the past. Well, not come out, but one of the best models that are on the market for comfort, style, and fitting your aesthetic. Like you
that little green just took you to outer space, huh?
If we're being honest, it reminded me of an Air Max 95. an OG Air Max 95, and I was like, I fucking love this shoe. I fucking love it. And like, I think if you can keep it simple, stupid, and still be successful, it's a no-brainer. Like when you say like, yo, we're gonna do the top, and I go, what have I worn the most out of everything that I own, which is a lot of fucking shoes? What do I put on at least once a week? Is that shoe? And like, I don't do it on purpose. Where I'm like, oh, I'll be like, I'm putting a fit together. I'm like, yo, where the fuck are those Jowns at? And I also have the triple black colorway. So like both of those, I mean, it's triple black. Who gives a fuck about triple black? But I'm saying that gray, that little bit of volt, like it's just super clean. It feels like an updated take on something that I love so much that I haven't gotten back yet. Right. I mean, they've re-released them. Yes, they've re-released the Air Max 95 in that colorway, but I just don't get the same feeling that I get from them that I used to get. Also comfort. What the fuck are you looking at me like that for?
Because at
least it's not a reissue of a shoe. What the fuck? It's a different model.
Okay.
Listen, man, you like what you like, and most people were probably going to guess that I had it on there.
That's what I'm saying. My only case for why my number one is my number one is because of the circumstances in which, like, I felt.
I get it.
The connection.
You're entitled to feel the way that you feel about your number one. And you should love your number one. You should never feel like, you know what, let me fuck it. It's your number one. As crazy it may be, like it is what it is. No, I'm talking shit. Like, listen, I understand why you picked your shoe. I respect it. I get it. Like I personally just have a rule where I don't like to put any shoe that looks like the original or could be taken as like the black cement 3s. People put them on their list, and like it's not even a good iteration of the original with that light gray elephant print. Like it looks good, but it's not better than the OG. So why even? Anyway,
I mean, I've never owned a pair, so I can't tell.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that really?
Yeah, I've always wanted to. I never owned a pair.
Well, they just dropped.
I didn't have money for them.
Ooh, that's always tricky. You know what I'm saying? Like not being able to buy stuff.
And I hate that Jordans are 2 something.
Oh yeah, that's fucking.
If it was like 160 something like that, I'd probably be like, all right, I could figure it out. But it was like 225, right?
Yeah, no, it was 234.
Yeah, see,
after tax, 210 plus tax. I think it was. I should know, like, but I don't. I usually don't work the register.
But these are our.
Wait, you got an honorable mention, fool?
Oh yeah, honorable mention. Sorry, honorable mention for me will be the End. I'm saying this right. End Saucony Nessies.
Oh, okay.
Those. Really like that shoe. I felt like they were easy to get for some reason.
Yeah, I mean they should have been.
Yeah,
it's under the radar type.
But
shit.
it was like a really good looking shoe.
Yeah. Did you get them?
No. The 13 sold out when I went to finally have money to go get them.
That usually happens. Yeah. 13's the first to go.
Yeah. What about you? Honorable mention?
Honorable mention would be the West Wizard Gazelle that they just dropped.
Yeah.
Shout out West.
Shout out West.
Just one of those stores I love when they do stuff. It's not like it's few and far between, but it's one of my favorite stores. Shout out Mike, right? Even like the promo was kind of fire. They did like a really like street aesthetic to it. They're just like chilling on the trains. Fire. Love that. They did
a collab with Street Oracle, Subway Oracle.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fire, clean. Yeah. I mean, they also did a drop with Mosh this year for the MT 580. I bought those, so I guess it's an honorable mention too.
Nice. Yeah. Shout out Mosh, man.
Was that this year? It was definitely this year.
It was this year.
It was definitely early. Dude.
That was this year.
Feels like 10 years ago.
And for me, my other honorable mention would probably be the Wu-Tang Dunks.
Yeah. All right. It's good for an honorable mention. 1000%. I mean, fire for the streets. The Wu-Tang came.
I mean, that's the shoe that you're mad. You're like, why didn't you tell me earlier? Yeah. So.
I don't get it at all. I could have did the promo with you.
Yeah.
You could have taken a ride to Staten Island, a little video action.
You would not. I don't look like I'm from Staten Island.
I don't know what that means. like you live in New York? I'm just confused.
They'd be like, they're gonna look at me like, that dude's not from Staten Island. Man.
Why? Why do you say that?
He doesn't look like he Calamar
is fucking crazy. What? Calamar. Oh my God. Oh boy. You know what? Yeah, they'd spot you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Walk right into it. You guys got any calamar? Oh, fuck fuck is calamari? And you eat ceviche like all the time. Don't you know?
Not
like
all the. I wish I could eat it all the
this
time.
man is a ceviche degenerate.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't even care if it's cold. He's like a hot ceviche.
It's supposed to be cold. I get it cold. There was that one time I got hot. I got warm.
Yo, it was like I could
was
smell
gross.
it from across the
It was
store. I
gross.
was like, "What is it? What is
That's
that?"
the
He was
worst
like,
$15 I ever spent.
It's warm, but I spent money on it, so I'm eating it. I was like, yeah, that was gross. Oh my god, I still think about that.
Street food, man. Street food.
That is disgusting. All right, I think we at time here.
We are at time. We were not able to talk about what we said we were going to talk about at the beginning of this episode, but we will probably touch on it next episode.
What are we touching on the next episode? Pause. Crazy, but what's the topic? The topic was, I want you to know what's happening because this is fucking happening.
The topic, I mean, specifically,
Yeah,
it was,
specifically. I want you to say it verbatim.
Oh, like sneaker people acting weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a lot of you motherfuckers out here with podcasts that don't have a leg to stand on in the industry at all and talk like you know everything that happens behind doors, front doors, side doors, and back doors. No pause in the back door. All right.
No,
Just
pause.
saying.
And that's been OTC.
Next episode.
Next
Stay tuned.
episode. Check out my podcast, My First Kicks.
You have a
the camp-
podcast?
Yeah.
Look, I'm fucking with him. Look at this.
Follow the camp out.
Yeah, don't unless you want to work out. That's about
Follow the workout.
yeah, word.
Follow the workout.
The O is always a 0.
And hit up Ren Arts whenever y'all get a chance. Shout out to y'all. See y'all next time we do this.
Yeah, your exit energy is fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff you got to do.
Oh. now you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that shit.
See, here it is.
After you get at me,
You got to get the energy out of this
crazy.
fucking guy.
That's crazy.
See, this is why you got to end. You got to end on a high note. No, okay, guys. Thanks for fucking watching, and we'll see you next week. Peace.